Okay, Chem Gang, try to teach you guys how to do scientific notation using the calculator, and actually a little bit about how to do scientific notation without a fancy calculator. The important thing today is that most scientific calculators are designed to do scientific notation properly and easily with a special key. And this key is going to replace the functions times 10 raised to the some power. Okay? All of this is going to equal one key on your calculator, which might be EXP, depending on your calculator, but in all likelihood, if you have a TI, it's EE. And in TI, EE is actually two keystrokes because you have to press, instead of just an EE key, you got to press the second function and then the comma. The second function is EE. So when you press that key, it means times 10 raised to some power. Right? So if you were trying to write down the number 3.4 times 10 to the negative sixth, okay, the keys that you would press on a TI, and I'm going to do this for the TI, but you can figure it out if you have the EXP key on a different calculator. You press the 3 key, and then the decimal key, and then the 4. Everything's normal up to this point, 3.4. But now you press the second and then the comma, which is really the EE. So I'll put both of them in there. All right? And when you press those two buttons, it means times 10 raised to the. So all you have to do is put in the exponent then. In this case, it's negative 6. So you have to press the negate key, okay? Not the minus sign. You'll get an error if you press the minus sign. On some calculators, this is a plus minus key, right? But on the TIs, it's a negate sign in parentheses. And then the 6, okay? And that's your number, right? And here's what it looks like if I actually do it here. I'll do 3.4, and I do second, and then the comma here. It's worn down. Now, you'll notice on the TIs, only one E pops up on the calculator. So this can be a little confusing, but the E on the calculator means exponentiation or times 10 raised to some power. And the power will come next. Obviously, I haven't plugged it in yet. So here's the negative 6. Right? So I've entered the number 3.4 times 10 to the negative 6th. Right? And if you're then going to do some sort of an operation, you just go ahead and do the operation. So let's say I wanted to multiply this by 5, I'll make it easy, times 10 to the 4th power. All right? So I'm going to do something similar now. Okay, it's multiplication, so I'm going to press the times key next. All right, so there's times. Okay, and now I'm going to plug in the other number. Okay, and it's just 5. But again, when you get to times 10 raised to a power, it's the second EE again. And again, some of your calculators have just one key that you just press the EXP. So I'm going to press second and then the comma, which is EE. So that's 5 times 10 to the, and now it's just the 4th power. So I'm going to press 4. All right. And then I'm going to press enter, and I'm going to get the correct answer. One thing I always want to emphasize to you is, first of all, you shouldn't need a fancy calculator to do this. Even the most basic calculator can do this for you if you know the rules for scientific notation. And anytime you use a calculator to get an answer, you should think to yourself, what's the answer before I plug it in? And the scientific notation handout and practice sheet that I gave you would give you practice on this, but I'll just take you through this example. So the first thing you do is multiply the number parts. And I'm just going to estimate. If you had a regular calculator, you could multiply 5 times 3.4. In fact, I can estimate that exactly in my head. That's going to equal 17. Okay? So if you wanted to estimate it and just said 5 times 3, you might estimate 15. That's a good estimate. But I'm estimating 17, which is actually exact. And again, that's multiplying the number parts. Okay? I'm then going to multiply the powers of 10. And remember, the rule for powers of 10 is when you multiply powers of 10, I'll do it over here, 10 to the negative 6th times 10 to the 4th, you add the powers of 10. So this equals 10 to the negative 6 plus 4, which is 10 to the negative 2. All right? So that's my exponent on the answer. And remember, you can't leave a number in scientific notation in the form without the coefficient being between 1 and 9. So I'm going to move the decimal one place this way, making that 10 times smaller. So I have to make this 10 times bigger. And remember your number line, okay? 10 times bigger than 10 to the negative 2 is 1 power of 10 bigger, which is 10 to the negative 1. Okay? And again, always think number line. If there's 0, there's negative 2. Bigger than that is this way, okay, to negative 1. Okay? So in scientific notation, this is 1.7 times 10 to the negative 1. And of course, that number doesn't have to be written in scientific notation, but since we're reviewing the idea, we'll do that. Okay, so when I press equals, what I should see on the TI is 1.7 e negative 1. So we'll press enter. So there's my enter, and I can't read it. Actually, it didn't even put it in scientific notation because it didn't need to. Okay, and I can't even see that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't press the 5. I missed the 5. Very interesting. So let me do it again. 3.4 e negative 6 times, and I didn't hit the 5 last time, 5 second e 4. And now we get 0.17, which is 1.7 times 10 to the negative 1. Okay, so again, if you estimate these, I didn't intentionally make an error there in the calculator, but if you estimate your answer, you should be close enough that you'll find any silly errors like I had on that one. All right. Division works almost the same way. Let me divide these same two numbers. I'll take 3.4 times 10 to the negative 6, and I'll divide it by 5 times 10 to the 4th. Okay, and now we're going to divide the number parts. So 3 divided by 5 is something a little less than 1. Right? And again, just as an estimate, I would say that would be about 0.7. Okay, and again, if you had a regular calculator, you could divide 3.4 by 5 and get the exact answer. Okay, but the important thing is to know what your exponent should be. And when you divide exponents, you subtract them. So 10 to the negative 6 divided by 10 to the 4th equals 10 to the negative 6th minus 4. And that is 10 to the negative 10th. So my exponent here is 10 to the negative 10th. And again, we're in the wrong format here. This 0.7 has to be made to 7, which is 10 times bigger. So this one has to be 10 times smaller. And again, remember your number line. If you're getting smaller than negative 10, it's negative 11. So this is going to come out to approximately 7 times 10 to the negative 11. So again, if you have good basic skills in how to work with scientific notation, you almost don't even need a special calculator. But let me plug it in now. And again, you can't forget to use the EEs. So 3.4, and again, instead of times 10 to it, second EE, and then negate 6. And now I'm dividing, so I press the divided by sign. And now the 5 times 10 to the negative 4th. And again, when I get to this times 10 to the, it's second EE. Okay, so, and now I just have to do the exponent 4. And I press enter, and it should say about 7e negative 11. So let's do it. Yeah, and you see the exact answer is 6.8 times 10 to the negative 11. All right. So that's how you do it. There's plenty of practice on the scientific notation. If you have any other questions, let me know.